my friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Ming. On my channel I do a variety of lifestyle videos. Today's video is going to be a Trader Joe's food review. Ta-da! I believe this item deserves its own video because it's $12.99, $13. This is a new food item from Trader Joe's. This is the Trader Joe's beef bulgogi, thinly sliced marinated beef in a sweet and savory sauce. I love beef bulgogi. Like, it's one of my favorite Korean food because I just really love the sweet and savory sauce, but it's $12.99 for this little box. So let's actually dive in and cook it to see if it's actually worth the price, if it's actually worth the hype. Initially, when I saw the package, I thought, okay, it's gonna come with the rice, right? But actually, no, it's just a delusion. Everything is a delusion. So it's just the meat on its own. So this is what it looks like. It just is the meat, so you can make your rice by yourself. Basically, I think the picture is a serving suggestion. It doesn't come with the rice. You have to make the rice yourself. This is what it comes with. It has 1 pound. The net weight is 1 pound. It's 16 ounces. This is what it is. So I was like, if it doesn't come with the rice, it may actually worth it. Maybe it's worth it because they give you like a pound of meat plus sauce. So yeah, let's try this out. If you're wondering about the ingredients and the nutrition facts, this is the ingredients and the nutrition facts. So I want to say the ingredients, it actually looks pretty clean, but in the sauce there's so much sugar, 9 grams of added sugar. Personally, I am pretty mindful with how much sugar and carbs that I intake. Purposely I wanted to prevent gestational diabetes and stuff. I have a video coming up, but just FYI, that's what. There are 2 ways of cooking it. You can use the stovetop or you can use the microwave. Based on the instruction, I feel like the beef is not pre-cooked because you need to cook it 9 to 11 minutes until it reaches internal temperature. So that means, you know, it's pretty raw right now. So personally, I wouldn't use the microwave if it's like not pre-cooked. So we're gonna use the stovetop and let's start the cooking. I apologize for that long intro, but since it's so expensive, actually, it's not the most expensive beef products from Trader Joe's frozen food. There is the beef short ribs that's like $13.99 that I buy all the time, and I love that item. But I feel like for beef short ribs, they're usually pretty expensive wherever you buy it. So I was like, this one, I hope it's good quality beef because I know beef short ribs is pretty good quality. We're gonna coat the pan with avocado oil. Ooh, this is actually satisfying. Nice. This is what it looks like, guys. Ta-da! It has quite a lot of meat and it's thinly sliced. Hopefully it's good. So we're gonna put this beef biscuit in here, make it medium heat. And it actually says to cover. Usually we don't cover the bulgogi beef, but it says to cover it. I think it's just to thaw it out first and then cook and stir. So this is the cooking instruction. Okay, we're gonna cover it up at medium heat and we're gonna check on it for about 5 minutes. All right, guys, I think it's thawed it out. Looks pretty thin. It has quite a bit of sauce. It smells like the bulgogi flavor. It smells really good. So we made it like medium to low heat and we're gonna stir it and cook it. So it's been like 7-8 minutes. I'm pretty sure the internal temperature is already raised to the core temperature. So we're gonna open the lid and just like let it cook for another about 3 minutes and it should be ready to go. Honestly, I feel like it's quite a bit of meat, but is this amount of meat worth $12.99? I don't know. I feel like a lot of the weight is actually in the sauce because, you know, there's quite a bit of the sauce in there. So I feel like maybe this is worth $10 instead of $13. What do you guys think? What do you think of the quantity of the meat? At this time, I'm just like thinking about whether it's worth the price. But yeah, I'm gonna cook it another 3 minutes and then serve it. This is how much the meat we have. I have quite a bit of meat. It's steaming hot right now. It's been 3 minutes. Let's give it a little bit more stir. I actually make the temperature on low right now so I don't burn the meat. Let's give it 1 more minute and it should be ready to go. This is what it looks like. This is the beef bulgogi. This is how much food it has in an entire container. It's definitely enough for 2, but not enough for 3. Do you guys think it's worth $13, $12.99? So I just cook it by itself this time. Next time I will definitely doctor it up. So what I will put in is actually I will put in some onions. I will put in some sauteed onions, carrots. I would also like maybe put a little bit of tofu sheets in there from Trader Joe's as well, but I would definitely add some vegetables to it, and the sweet onions and the the sweet carrots are perfect for this dish. But just for the sake of doing the review, I actually just cook it by itself so I can give you guys like a trial instead of like changing the flavor of this product. Alright guys, now it's time to taste test this item. I didn't put any rice for now because I just want to try it on its own before doctoring it out. So this is what it looks like. It has some big pieces like this. It also has like some small pieces. It says it's thin slice. It smells pretty good. It actually smells like the food that I got from Korean restaurants, like the beef bulgogi that you get from the Korean barbecue. Well, let's try it. Really flavorful, super salty. I would definitely add stuff to it to doctor it up because it's extremely salty. I think I would do like maybe 60% of the salt. If you covered it with rice, right? If you add some vegetables to it, if you add the carrots and onions, it may actually dilute it. The flavor is really good. Sweet and savory. The beef quality is not bad. I want to say the beef quality, it's probably not as good as like if you go to those fancy Korean barbecue restaurants, but it's also good enough, right? I felt like it could be more thin than this, but the flavor itself is pretty good. I want to say the flavor is actually pretty authentic. Not bad as a frozen food item. I think I may actually repurchase this again. The only thing that's like preventing me would probably be the price point because it's expensive, but the meat texture is good enough. It's not the best meat texture, but it's also frozen food. It's not like barbecuing in front of you. The flavor is super flavorful. Little bit towards the more salty side, but you're not just eat it on its own, right? You're putting it over rice or any vegetables and stuff. So now let's do the tofu sheets method. Alright guys, we're here. So I got some Trader Joe's tofu sheets and I was gonna put it in the stir fry, but I was like, maybe I can just use it as a pouch. Usually I stir fry the tofu sheets or put it in the soup. I never use this, but I'm gonna do it like a little taco method to do like a wrap. So I got some carrots and I also highly recommend to cut up some onions to put on top, but we're out of that because Brandon doesn't allow me to buy it because a lot of times they go bad so easily. So cheers. You can also probably put a little bit of the cucumber. The meat is a little bit on the harder side for this method when you bite off, but it's not bad at all. This piece of meat is very hard. I want to say this piece of meat is a little bit on the harder side. It has a tendon on it. That's why I think it's a little bit on the chewier side. That's why it was harder to bite into. So it's not the softest meat. It's not the thinnest slice. Like you would think it says thinly sliced, but it's not that thinly sliced. The texture of the meat is not perfect, but I actually like the tendon part of the beef, so it doesn't bother me as much. But if you're looking for that like very thin slice, like Korean barbecue meat, probably not as good. So I want to say the flavor wise, it's probably 9.5. Texture and the cut, like how they thin slice and the texture of the meat, maybe 7. So overall, I want to give this dish like maybe 8 out of 10 to 8.5 out of 10. Actually, it will be 8 out of 10 because the price is a little bit more expensive. I think if this dish is $9.99, I think it's okay, but like since it's like $12.99, the extra $3 can really add up. So I want to say this dish is good. I would repurchase it again, but is it worth the $12.99? I think yes and no, because Korean barbecues are expensive, right? Beef is expensive, right? But it's also not as good like if you go to Korean barbecue. So if it's $9.99, I will give it like 8.5 out of 10, but since it's $12.99, so I think it's 8 out of 10. I would definitely buy it again. The flavor is really good, but it's also not like a perfect dish. It's not like, wow, it's so good, I'm gonna buy it over and over again. No, it's like, okay, if I have cravings for a Korean bulgogi and I'm not feeling like going to a restaurant, this is a really good alternative. So yeah, this is the quality of the meat. Look, alrighty, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and taste testing this product with me. Comment down below if you have tried this item. Do you think it's worth the price? Do you like it? Would you repurchase again? My other Trader Joe's food review hauls and shop with me video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye!